More than 46 Maine veterans and their families got to celebrate this weekend as Honor Flight Maine took its latest trip to Washington, D.C. The Maine veterans left Portland Friday to visit the country's military and war memorials.
We were planning to travel with them, but last week's events changed that plan. So News Center Maine's Don Kerrigan met the veterans at the Portland Jetport Sunday morning as they returned to Maine for a big welcome home.
They had only been gone a couple of days, but on a trip that took them back 50, 60, 70 years.
When I came back home, and I was in the reserve, and then I was called to Korea in 1950.
Like Arthur Pinkham from Machiasport, who went into the Army at the end of World War II, then helped to fight the Korean War. He and 48 other Maine veterans are the latest to visit their memorials in Washington, thanks to Honor Flight Maine. Josephine Warmkessel made the trip. She did 14 years in the Navy after 8 as a medic in the Air Force during Vietnam.
It brought up a lot of memories that were very good, but it also brought up some memories that were hard of the men I treated who came home when I was stationed in Alaska.
In Vietnam, I flew helicopter gunships. 556 missions in the Mekong Delta, never lost a crewman.
Most on this trip were Vietnam vets like Roger Eck from Lee. They got no big welcome back then.
I'm not welcome to arrive home in my flight suit.
Wow.
You know, hippies would come and harass you.
How was this trip?
This was awesome.
Waiting for their return were the families, many with kids and grandkids, including the Douglas family, here for Carl Douglas, who did 28 years in the Army.
What's it mean to you that he got to do this?
It's great. It's great. It's great for all of them. They deserve it.
My dad did a couple tours in Vietnam. He's a Purple Heart recipient. And I think years ago when they came back, people weren't as welcoming as they are today.
It was wonderful. I mean, everybody supported us, treated us royal.
Lori's brother Steve was their father's guardian, his escort on the trip, a 25-year Marine Corps veteran himself.
But it was a good time.
And father and son were able to share a moment on the trip for sad memories. Steve's son, Shingo Douglas, a Navy sailor, was killed on board the USS Fitzgerald in a collision at sea 7 years ago. At the Navy Memorial, they were surprised by a ceremony unveiling a plaque in his memory.
But yeah, I was like totally blown away and speechless. It was a very, very fitting ceremony.
Every Honor Flight trip is different, of course, but they all share the same mission: for the veterans and the families, to celebrate them for their service, for what they did, and how their time in the military has helped all of us. In Portland, Don Kerrigan, News Center, Maine.
We will be holding our annual Honor Flight Maine telethon on the 16th of November to raise money for next year's trips.
Honor Flight says it now costs $1,000 to send one veteran on the trip to Washington. They have a waiting list of more than 450 vets right now. And if they can raise enough money, hope to make 5 trips next year.